forward and back. Nice gentle squeeze on the exhale. And here too, kind of squeezing back. Coming forward. And squeeze through your back on the exhale. Coming back. Press back through the exhale. And we'll go again. Squeeze. And back. And pressing back. And come on up. And let's do a little with the arms. Straight down. And open. Press down. And open again. Get a little rhythm going here. Push down. And open. One more. Down. Straightening the elbows all the way. Both directions. And then we'll switch the fingers, right? So switch the thumbs and follow along. And same thing again. Press down. And opening the hands. Press down. Stretch all the way straight. Open. Stretch all the way straight. Down. And open. One more. Down. And open. And then holding here. Pressing down with your shoulders. Turning the heels of the hands out and away from you. Pulling the thumbs back towards you. Opening the shoulders so the shoulders are going down in the socket and spreading open. Squeezing through your stomach for support. And we'll lift up all the way, turn them around, palms facing up. Stretch up and really lift through the ribs and the waist. Up, up, up. And let's hold here for a little bit too. Inhale long. And exhale, pressing through the arms, straightening the elbows all the way. Sometimes it'll feel straight, but it's not probably, especially your right elbow. So squeeze around. You can always look up and try to check. All the way straight through the elbows. I'm not pushing too much through my hands. I'm mostly focusing on the elbows. Lifting up and squeezing them. Undo the hands, bring them around, shake it out. Shake your shoulders. So this is like a slow shimmy. One shoulder, the other shoulder. One shoulder, the other shoulder. And my arms are just wobbling. And then I can let my head bobble. Then I have a nice wiggle going on. And you can let that go and just make a few really easy shrugs back. Not like a huge circle with your shoulders, just a little. Easy, easy, easy. And let's open the feet a bit wider. And we'll come all the way forward and down. Nice and gentle. Doesn't have to be like a crazy stretch right away. Just make it easy. And as you're coming down, watch where you're landing. If you're drifting over, right, you want to try to come back into the center. So you'll tend to drift to your left. So you need to scoot your rib cage and then your shoulders and your head to align a little towards your right. Come on down all the way. So you want to kind of balance being in the right spot with relaxing. So whatever you have to do to squeeze yourself a little to the right, and then hold yourself there. If you relax all the way, you'll drift back to the left, right? So hold yourself there, but then staying there, try to relax as much as you can. And we'll roll back up. Keep your shoulders soft, keep your neck soft, and come up all the way tall. Make a ponytail. And let's try maybe 3 in a row like that, not holding for so long down there. So opening wide, and again, pretty gentle, not a crazy stretch, just coming out and coming down and watching where you're landing and hanging over. And coming up gently, shoulders soft and neck soft, rolling up, using your stomach for support. And again, open through the chest, coming forward. And slowly rolling all the way down. And rolling back up. This time let's roll back in the chair, right? So as you're coming up, you keep your head down, you stay curled, and then you lift up big. And this time we can do a bit more energetic in terms of lifting up strong, opening wide, reaching the chest out towards me, towards me, towards me, and then all the way down. And rolling up again. Again, roll back in the chair first. So you're going to land with your head down, shoulders down, and the arms straight. And then gently lifting up and sitting up nice and tall. And then let's do the arms out to the sides with the palms facing up. Excuse me. And just spread wide through your chest and spread wide through the fingers. Like the webbing of the fingers gets a little stretch here. Nice and wide. Very big open chest. Breathe in big and reach gently, not pushing too hard, but reach gently down with the shoulders as you exhale. Big breath into the chest and exhaling, gently reaching down with the shoulders and out through the hands. And we'll do 2 more. Big inhale and exhale, reaching from the shoulders through the hands. And last one. And exhaling. And again, shake it out. This time we'll shake out the hands. Try to flop them. Nothing too vigorous, but try to make them really flop. Shaking out the tension there. And then I want to do one at a time with the whole arm. So you're going to kind of flop it forward, flop it forward, flop it forward. Tossing, like you're flinging off something that you don't want. Blech. Fling, fling, fling. Yeah, and in case there's any feeling of stuff coming up, like you want to fling something off, in case you're liking that one, right, we could do both arms. Ugh. You can even, right, make a sound. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Like there's just stuff on your arms you want to get off. Ugh. Ugh. So when we, just a quick note about that, when we do things on purpose that we would naturally do in some kind of situation, we trigger our body to think that it's that kind of situation, right? So if you had something on you that you didn't want on you anymore, like some substance, right, and you went, ugh, that would be a really natural reaction, ugh, right? So if we do that, we may feel like we're ridding ourselves of something we don't want. So we're kind of tricking our body into using that mechanism to actually release. And in this case, there's no substance, but we still get the feeling of release, and that can be helpful, right? Just like calm breathing, right, makes us feel that centeredness, and that's good for us. Also, getting off what you don't need anymore, getting it out, is also good for us. So that's why I'm doing that. It's not really yoga like other people practice yoga as far as I've seen so far. All right, so I wanted to do a bit with one ankle crossed up, just to make sure we kind of go through it. I know you're doing it, just to go through it a little bit, like make sure we do that you have a nice calm series for this one. So we'll start with the ankle crossed over, right, a little on the outside of the leg, and circling the ankle. When you're circling the ankle, make sure you're really stretching the joint. Okay, so it's not just blah, 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 but we're trying to increase the range of motion, so we have to stretch the range of motion as we do it. And then let's do the one where you interlace your fingers. The further you can stick your fingers through, right, the chunkier your fingers are, so the more space for your toes. Be gentle, but gradually try to work it so that you're all the way to your knuckles. So the whole finger is between there. Don't force it because you can hurt yourself, but work towards that. And then as you have the fingers in there, as you kind of wiggle around, try to make some circular motion with your wrist. So you're circling the toes both ways. And then take the hand out. And we'll put now more the ankle on top of the thigh, like right in the middle. And lift up tall, and I want to come forward, straight forward, and down, and roll back up. And we'll go again. Straight out, my chest is very open, and down, and roll back up easily. And do a couple more, straight out. Try to pull a little bit with the rib cage out away from the pelvis. Down, and rolling back up. One more, pulling even more up, right, to get more length, and then taking the length forward. Out, and down. We'll hold this one for a breath or two. And rolling back up. Sitting up tall. And then we're going to switch sides, but I want to see if you can lift that whole ankle and foot off, okay? And pull them towards you a little bit. I know this is so awkward. I know this is not easy at all. You can have the hands like through, from underneath. You can pull like that. You can have one under, one over. You can use your forearm. Use your forearm this way. Eventually you hold it like that, but I don't think that's probably happening. But you can try to get it up on your forearm more than just holding with your fingers if you want. And just see if you can wiggle around in there gently. See if there's any movement you can do. Okay, and we'll bring it back down. And we'll bring the other leg up. And cross it so the ankle is on the outside of the thigh for our circles. Stretch around, stretch around. And the other way, reach. So whichever part of the circle is hardest, you might need to slow down there just a little bit to give yourself time to try to articulate through the circle as much as you can. And then we'll get our fingers in there. Take your time, be gentle with all your little toes. And, working towards squeezing more of the finger through, getting towards your knuckles. And then some circles with the wrist here, circling the toes. Nice and easy. This one is not like a big stretch around, This is more like, can you wiggle a bit with your fingers stuck in there, And the other way. And you can take the fingers out. And then we'll try putting the ankle more in the center of the thigh, just above the knee. And we'll gently come straight forward and down and roll back up. Watch your bottom foot. I think you do. I don't think you're too like this, but just in case, make sure that your foot is pretty much under the knee. And we'll come a little more forward this time, opening the chest and down. And rolling back up. And a little more effort now, bringing the chest forward and down. And rolling back up. And last one, wide with the chest. Pull the chest forward. Rib cage forward. And down. And rolling back up. Okay, and then we're going to see if we can lift the foot. Get it up off of the thigh. Use your stomach here for support just in case it feels tweaky for your back. And you can see what grip feels the best. Again, you can go from underneath. You can do one under and one over. You can hold more on the foot if you want, if that's easier, or try to support more on the ankle. I'll show you the yoga. The yoga way is like this. So this is what we're working towards, having the ankle even with the knee and pulling it in. But you don't have to try to do that. Do what you can. And letting it go down. Okay, let's just do a few of our side to sides. Maybe we'll try a little bit quicker, not for so long, but we'll do a few kind of faster ones. Over. Maybe don't go so far. Okay, sometimes we really take our time and we hang for a while and then come back up. This time I want to go a little faster like this, but not going as far. Tipping over and up. Tipping over and up. If my pace is too fast for you, slow it down. Make it doable. Maybe 2 more on each side. Trying to let your head be loose, letting your neck relax. Even though we're not holding it for long, you can try to sneak in a little hang with your head so your neck can loosen. Hang with your head. And one more. And coming up. Okay, I hope that didn't make you too dizzy. So, you know, it's just different ways to try to work on that, being able to move your head around without getting dizzy. Stay within your comfort zone. It doesn't help if you're exercising and you're making yourself dizzy. You went too far, so do a little bit less. We want to stay within the comfort zone, and by doing that, hopefully expand it, just challenging it a little bit with what your body's kind of willing to do. Okay, well, let's do one more, since I said we would do a thorough one for the legs. Let's do one more with the leg crossed up. And this time we'll be angling towards the ankle with your chest. So get yourself set up, lift up nice and tall. And we'll come forward with the arm, the same side arm as your bent leg, reaching forward. So your chest can stay open. Keep looking forward as you reach. Hold here just for a little bit. So normally we don't hold here. Normally we just keep going and hang down. But today we'll just hold for a minute here. Breathing in long. Keep lifting up long through your torso so you feel the strength of your back and your stomach. Okay, and then we'll keep going, but instead of thinking of going down, I want you to think of going forward. Keep going forward with your hand, basically, but your chest follows. Staying open as long as you can, and then when you can't stay open with your chest anymore, keep going, and then your head can come down. Keep reaching forward. I really like to squeeze my stomach here. It gives me that feeling that I'm really moving forward into it, and it gives me that great stretch. Try using the stomach. If we reach too much from the arm, it's going to pull more from the shoulder blade. So even though you keep reaching, try not to let your shoulder blade kind of pop out. Try to keep it down and use your stomach to reach further. And we'll come back up. And lifting up tall. And let's just do a few times where we smooth that inner thigh out with the heel of your hand. Sort of pressing along the inner thigh. You'll find some tender spots in there. We all have a lot of tenderness in there. Okay, and gently bringing it down, shaking it out. And we'll do the other side. So angling yourself right towards the ankle with your chest, lifting up very tall, very strong. And we'll start reaching with the arm, keeping your chest very open, looking forward. And pause. I'm not very far, but I already feel the stretch because I'm really making myself stay open. So you're probably getting this already, but just in case, if you round forward, then the forwardness comes from the spine, right? But if you make yourself stay straight in your back and you come forward, then the tip comes from the pelvis. And that's what stretches your butt, right? And your leg is the pelvis moving, because the pelvis is what's attached to those, right? So by keeping your chest open, keeping your back nice and straight, you can still lean forward and push into it, but you're getting the stretch in here, not rounding. And then you can start coming all the way down, but just go forward to get down. Forward, forward, forward. Nice and slow. You can try to feel the shoulder blade. Is my shoulder reaching out of the socket, or can I keep it back and reach more from my torso? Keep going, and then when you have to round in order to keep going, go ahead. And you can try using your stomach gently here too, to squeeze yourself more forward. One more long breath. And gently coming back up. Take your time. The longer you hang over, the longer you gotta take on your way back up to not get lightheaded. And you can drop it down and shake it out a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna do some stuff in the chair now. I was thinking of sort of building on what I worked on with you last time with the chair. So I just wanted to expand a little bit our leg chair work. So you can start with, hold on to something, right? Could be the wall, could be another chair, could be a side table or whatever. And bring one leg up. And we'll start with giving it enough time to lengthen out in the back so it can go straight comfortably. You can also massage a little on the back of the knee. We don't usually do that, but for me, the backs of the knees are like very tender and they really like a little stroke. And then working towards squeezing the thigh. So we're squeezing all the muscles around the kneecap, pressing the leg nice and straight. Okay, and we'll bring that leg down and do the same on the other side. Just giving it time. And maybe some stroking. And then working towards squeezing in the thigh, tightening all the muscles around the kneecap, pressing the leg straight with strength. Okay, and we can bring it back down. So the one that I got a little excited about was, what we were doing, what I did in the video before for you, was sort of the flow between going forward into the lunge and then straightening back, right? Actually, we didn't try leaning forward. I think we just went straight. We try leaning forward? Well, you can try leaning forward. I don't remember if I did that specifically or not, right? But it's lunging to stretch the front of the back leg. And then straightening the leg. Yeah, I think we did leaning forward, right? A little bit. Leaning forward to stretch the back of the front leg. Okay? So what I thought we could try is making it a little fancy. So you're going to do the lunge, right? I don't have my foot very far back. I'm pretty modest with my lunge right now because we're going to try something new. I want you to try opening the knee to the side and then straightening it. So we're just adding a position between the lunge we did and the straight leg stretch, right? I'm adding this bent open to the side. So the way it's going to go is from straight, you bend into the lunge. As you start coming back, you open the knee. Open, keep coming back, come back all the way, and the leg straightens. Very casual, not pushing at all. Try to make it easy. Forward. As you come back, opening the knee, even if it only opens 2 inches, that's okay. And letting it come straight. Forward again. Coming back already with the pelvis as you lift the knee out to the side and let it go straight. And we'll do 2 more. Forward. Start coming back and open the knee. Straight and 1 more. Forward. Come back and open the knee. All the way straight. Okay, and we'll do the other leg. Bring that one down and the other foot up. Okay. Coming forward into the lunge. You can just lunge in a normal way for a second, get a little stretch in here. While we're here, we might as well. And push it straight all the way, you can tilt a little forward. Stretching in the back of the front leg, obviously. I know you're feeling that. And then we'll try adding the open knee position. So forward into the lunge. Start coming back with your hips and open the knee to the side. And go all the way until the leg is straight. I'm not pushing with this front knee at all. I'm really casual. I'm really letting it fall. And I have to use my back leg to support me. And straight. Bending into the lunge again. Coming back, opening, letting it fall open. Just like when we're on the floor and you're lying on your back and you got the soles of your feet together and your knees open, you know, this kind of position, and you just let the knees fall. It's hopefully that same kind of feeling. 1 more, coming forward. Letting it fall as you come back, falling out to the side, and then all the way straight. And you can bring it down and shake them out a little bit. Okay. I thought we would just use the chair since I'm prohibited from the floor. I'm getting fancy with the chair. I thought that we could do this kind of stretch. I like it because chairs are always around, you know, you can always pop onto a chair and hang like this. You want the right distance